Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ. It's time for a Moha video. Probably should have filmed one of these on Sunday. Well, didn't happen, so bite me. Well, free for all. Let's see. I wish I could go to the map that is called... What's it called? Where is it? Where the fuck is it? What is with this mouse? There it is. Despair. But apparently, for some godforsaken reason, the bots won't spawn in the map of the Village of Despair. Why? I don't know. But, whatever. It's conflicting with... The file must be conflicting with one of the other maps in the thing, or maybe all of them are conflicting with this one single map. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's stupid and I hate it. So, instead we're going to go to Gloomcove, because it's been pretty gloomy out here. But the weather, it was raining previously. Right now it's not, which is fine, but whatever. And I myself have been feeling under the weather. So, yeah, enjoy the access powers, and we're going to take a, well, let's take a Sturmgewehr. Or in this game, it's referred to as an STG-44, because that is literally what's it called. Yep. Friendly fire. Ah, get the fuck out of here. There's no one there. Die. Yep, broken windows. As if Windows isn't broken enough. I already made that talk a million fucking times. Oh, you're dead. Fuck you. Okay, so, yep. Broken windows. Fuck you. Clearly I'm not on the right team, but whatever. Who cares? It's just a game. Die. For some reason, this is one of those maps where the allied team specifically will despawn after a while. Probably be playing long enough to showcase that. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Ass jack. Look, there's a church. No one cares. You can break the windows in the church. Yeah, that's the thing you can do. Interesting. Sometimes there'll be a dude spawned in there, but you're dead. Some glass won't break, like this glass. Yeah. There was glass here, but I broke it already. Fuck. Oh, there's glass. A toilet right here by the window. Alright. Shit. Alright. Oh, look, it's a bed. Fuck. Well, I can't even do that because I'm this close to the ceiling. Yeah. Fuck you, dude. This weapon is OP, though. At least in terms of regular multiplayer. In multiplayer with the ponage mod on, and you do not want to be hit by that. Fuck you, dude. Ah, you did. Fuck. Oh, I got shot in the cock. Oh, son of a here we go. Wait, is there any dudes over here? Yep. Again, you do not want to be shot with this. Even if there was birds in the sky, they would not want to be hit by this. Let's be honest, they would avoid it like the plague. Ugh. Yeah, look at all that gore. Alright, I gotta stop sounding like a death metal vocalist because I don't even listen to death metal that much anymore. I say that much anymore. Well, got shot in the penis. Great. Die. Now, here's the thing. There's a ton of allies, excuse me, Axis power dudes that'll be over here waiting until the objective is complete. But this is an objective version of the map. Where do you think you're going? Ah! Jag off. Die. So you can basically, you know, if you're on the Axis team, you can basically just, I don't know, kill your teammates. It's friendly fire, but hey. It's fine, because die. Oh, look, Opal truck. I think it's an Opal truck, could be. Oh, yeah, there's an invisible wall here. That happens all the time. Gore. Okay. Hey, douche, I'm gonna shoot you in the dong. He's a bot, he doesn't have a dong. I just like making the jokes. Joke. Okay. What's going on back here? Nothing to note, probably. There's a door. Excuse me. Hey, douche. Shot in the brains. Oh, he just shat out blood. That's... You know, if you actually... you know, shit out blood, I'd be worried about you. Because that's something you don't want to do, honestly, is shit out blood. Oh, fuck! Yep. You shit out blood, well, something's wrong with you. What are you looking at, butthead? Yes, that was a Back to the Future joke. I don't even like Back to the Future, to be honest. I always found it to be a bit overrated. And really, there hasn't been a decent attempt at rebooting it. Because that's always an idea that tends to fail sometimes. No, most of the time, but sometimes there's decent reboots. Like... Okay, we have to admit that Rob Zombie's Halloween was a decent attempt, at least when it came to the origins of Michael Myers. The origin story... and then the actual remake of the film goes on, you know. It's kind of a neat attempt, you know. It worked. Kind of. It wasn't, you know, spectacular, but at least it was something different. Ow, fuck. Then the sequel was shit. Yeah, I will admit, the Halloween reboot and sequel were both kind of, well, problematic. Oh, fuck! And, well, Rob Zombie's films tend to have problems here and there. House of Thousand Corpses will forever be my favorite Rob Zombie movie. However, I do recognize the flaws. Ooh, you're dead! Oh, Dave Crater. Oh, cunt. Oh, what? Thanks for that, jerk off. Screw you. Screw you too. That's a lot of blood that came out of that guy. You know? Die! Oh, he just lost his testicles. Wow. Oh, die. Die. Yes, I had the butt, I think. Oh, look at this. You're dead. But, hey, shat out blood. Weird sentence, but hey. Brains! Ah! Where'd you come from, asshole? Die. How did you... Okay, then. Oh, shot him in the butt. Alright. The door, down here we go. Fuck. Fuck. Die. Aw, crap. Yeah, everybody likes The Devil's Rejects. But to be honest, that's not my favorite Rob Zombie film. I recognize it as a cult classic. To be fair, House of a Thousand Corpses was also a cult classic. And I love that movie. I would love to see what that movie would have been had all of the deleted scenes and all of the, you know, stuff that was taken out in order for it to receive an R-rated, you know, rating. What would it have been like had had those deleted scenes not been lost to time, apparently, as Rob said. I wonder if he's lying. And back in 2023, we would have gotten, for the anniversary, 20th anniversary of House of a Thousand Corpses, the ultimate unrated director's cut, with all that cut content. Now that would have been excellent, but didn't happen, and so as a result, you know, the only thing we really got was a metal cased reissue of of House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects, etc. But we also got vinyl of the soundtrack, not with the original cover art from the CD Digipack, mind you, but it's completely original cover art. Brains. I still don't have that that vinyl, but I have the CD Digipack autographed by Rob Zombie and Sherry Moon Zombie. Now that's cool. But yeah. Oh fuck! Yeah, House of a Thousand Corpses. It's not the best horror film, but it's the best Rob Zombie film in my opinion. I mean, people gravitate more towards Devil's Rejects, but that's a sequel to an excellent film. You can't discount House of a Thousand Corpses as not as good as Devil's Rejects. Devil's Rejects is like a horror western, a western horror, so you know, type of film. So it's like very gritty, brutally violent, you know, horror movie in a western setting. So you know, there's you have to watch the film itself in order to yourself if you really want to understand it. What? Let's try, asshole. Wow. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Oh, cunt. And to be honest, after the Halloween duality that Rob did, he didn't want to go back to the Halloween franchise. So, 2007, no. Oh, yeah, it was 2007. 2007, Rob did a faux trailer for Werewolf Women of the SS. I saw the trailer. Pretty interesting. However, what? As far as I know, there was about 30 minutes or so of footage that was shot for that trailer. You know, but I guess he never had it completed to where he felt comfortable releasing a full film out of that. Oh, come on. Oh well, you know, it wasn't meant to be a full film anyway. It was just a stupid idea that he had. Wow, you're dead. Carcasses. Okay, asshole. This time you're dead. Told you. And of course, he got hit by this. That'll hurt. It probably will. Wow, you're dead. Seriously, none of these blow up? That's ridiculous. Stupid. These don't even come out oil like they used to. What? Oh, that just pisses me off. Well, let's try these ones. These don't come out oil either! What? They're just taking hits. No oil comes out. What the fuck? You don't put oil canisters in a Allied Assault map without the ability to shoot it and oil comes out. That just doesn't make any sense. I've had this map for ages. I played it for ages. And I did not know that I couldn't, you know, make it come out the oil. Come out, quote unquote. And I knew that these explosive barrels wouldn't, you know, they weren't programmed to explode in this map because there was no point. But at the same time, functionality, you know, making the barrels explode, or in some cases come out oil, is part of the functionality of those models. You don't just simply take out that functionality and replace it with it just being there for the sake of taking up space in the map. I mean, seriously, what logic does... What sense does this even make? Oh yeah, we put barrels in the map. Oh, I do. Yeah. But we're not going to make them come out oil or explode. You don't do that! You put them in and give us the functionality. Give us the option to shoot the barrels and they explode or piss out oil. Who did this map? Doesn't say. Oh well. What are you doing, dude? Shoot you in the butt. Death in the church. Wow. And there's gravestones. You're dead. Tripped by bullets. Oh hey, what are you doing, dude? Shoot you in the brain. Die. Back on topic. Rob Zombie in 2009 obviously did Halloween 2, but it was worse than the first film. I actually have the Waxworks Halloween 2? No, I think it was the original Halloween. Rob Zombie's original Halloween. Soundtrack on vinyl. I don't have Halloween 2 on vinyl, though. So that's something I'll have to do. Hey, dude, I'm gonna shoot you in the dick. Dead. Allies. Oh! There was one off screen I couldn't see. Wow. But in 2009, seriously, he also did an adult cartoon film called The Haunted World of El Superbeasto. Still haven't watched it. I have the DVD. I have all of Rob's movies. That one's a bit questionable. Kind of. Given the content and whatnot. So... no wonder it's an adult comedy cartoon film. It's for adults to idiots. Actually, can these explode at least? Can these at least disappear with the use a grenade. No! You can't even do that! This is balls. Now, these might be a different type of barrel, but still, you should have the functionality available. Whatever. Oh, there's a dude. Dead. Carcass. Back face, back face. Well, back to back of the head. Oh. Oh, hey, dude. You're dead. Anybody in there? Let's lob a grenade. Damn it. So that delayed. We got a corpse. Okay. He dead. Oh. Well. Okay, let's get out of the window. There we go. Then Rob did The Lords of Salem. I don't even like The Lords of Salem. I know it's supposed to be a horror movie, yes. It's supposed to be like dealing with the Salem witch trials and the future of Salem. You know, Salem being, you know, in a modern setting nowadays. You have this DJ with her friends, and this radio show, and they play music, yes. They also talk about shit, and I don't even want to talk about that film. It was abysmal. It was okay. In a sense, it is okay for the most part. The soundtrack itself, okay, the score is fine. I suppose most of the songs on the soundtrack were fine, but I found them to be annoying. The only one I really cared about was the attempt at black metal, which was Leviathan, the Fleeing Serpent. There's an entire album that was recorded, but they never released it. Rob, why didn't you release that shit? He needs to release that, like, finally. Come on, dude. Stop holding it back. Unless you have a legit reason why you're not releasing that album, then fucking release it. Seriously. Now, it's probably no longer relevant anymore, so there's no reason for him to release it, given, you know, how old it is, but still, I want to hear it. He tends to hold a lot of things back to save projects and whatnot for future reference, I guess, but whatever. There were other things that were released, like Captain Clegg and the Night Creatures. That album was actually pretty bad. I did not like it at all. It was crap. It was... It's all for a made-up character in that movie, Halloween 2. And, well, yeah, as you can guess, the album itself was shit. And I never listened to it ever again. Never even owned it digitally, or physically. I found it digitally, obviously. But I did not like it at all. So, it was crap. Therefore, I can't watch the film ever again, because it has that music. But, it's not just that. Something's pretty bad. But anyway, Lords of Salem. I just really don't like the Lords of Salem. Most of the fault lies in the plot being silly and stupid and retarded. I wouldn't go as far as to say. Some of the set pieces are also kind of The designs for the dialogue is also pretty shit sometimes. It might be better than some things from today, but yeah, I just don't get the dialogue between the characters. Some of it is cringy and comes off as forced. and the emotional downfall of TheZOMBIEJ's character. It's an interesting thing, you know, but at the same time, it feels kind of forced. And I just also, the ending of the film didn't make sense. All of a sudden, after, you know, that whole weird what the fuck just happened here, and the three bitches, as I call them, because they are bitches, ancestors of the Salem witches, apparently. Well, it was just a mess of a movie. It really was. The whole ending didn't make sense. Then there was the credits roll. The credits, which basically continue the ending to some degree. You have an audio of a news report saying that basically the character went missing and mass suicide happened, and the three witches are also missing on purpose. And there are questions that are just not answered. Throughout the entire movie, you'll see stupid shit, like this weird dude walking his goat. What? You don't... What? You walk a goat? Somebody explain the logistics behind that one to me, because that is just stupid, and it only makes the film seem much more campy and silly. Which I guess is what Rob is about sometimes. Campiness and silliness. But I just didn't like that film. If you want me to talk more about it, I can, but not in this video. Well, at least he did a lot better. A lot better with 31. 31 was really good. Really good horror movie. Again, some of the dialogue and you know, how the dialogue was done felt a little forced. The literal insanity of, you know, the main clown, whatever his name was felt a little forced too, I guess. I don't know, it just felt like it was a much better movie, obviously, than Lords of Salem, but even it had its own problems. Share of problems, obviously, you know. Like, it truly felt like 31 was trying to make an actually good horror movie, but even fell short in terms of, you know, dialogue options or dialogue choices, and you know, just the approach, I suppose, that to the dialogue between characters and the lines that are being said. Richard Breaker, I think, is that actor's name. I can't remember. You know, even though I liked 31 a lot better than Lords of Salem, it still had its share of problems. Soundtrack was good. Typical Rob Zombie soundtrack. But it wasn't released on CD! You release 31 soundtrack on vinyl only? That's alienating to your fan base, Rob. Come on. Release the goddamn album on CD and let people buy it. You don't have to restrict it to just vinyl. I like vinyl. Ooh. But what the fuck, Rob? Lords of Salem at least had a soundtrack CD. Rob wanted to go in another direction, so he released it on vinyl. he's been doing that ever since. Same thing with his next movie, 3 from Hell. I still haven't watched 3 from Hell. Got 5 minutes left. 3 from Hell, the unnecessary sequel to a cult classic. That is already a sequel to a cult classic. You see how that makes sense? Okay, maybe it doesn't, I don't know, but yeah. Three from Hell is when Captain Spaulding basically was no longer a character anymore. Sid Haig passed away that year. And rest in peace, Sid. He was the perfect Captain Spaulding. But the way they handled his death, it just felt kind of wrong in a way. They had to kill off Captain Spaulding somehow and replace him with someone else, apparently, because there's another character that ends up breaking out with the other two, Otis and Baby. Baby's mental health deteriorates throughout the film, and it's understandable, but at least Danny Trejo was in the movie, apparently, which, okay. You're gonna have Danny Trejo anyway. But even his character dies! At least that's what I read. What you read on the internet is always going to be questionable, because there are sources that are conflicting, and then there's also people who will summarize the film badly, because they're idiots. Don't know how to summarize things. Well, when it comes to Wikipedia, you know, it is what it is. Wikipedia, whether you like it or not, it's a source that you can make articles for different movies. 3 from Hell has one of those. And I read the plot through Wikipedia, and it still feels like an unnecessary sequel, based on everything that I've read about the movie. I still haven't even watched it. I've heard the soundtrack, which is pretty good. Now, there are some weird choices for actual songs. The score is pretty good, though. But Inagata Davida? Really? You put that on the soundtrack, Rob? I mean, come on. That song was never relevant to begin with. It was a long, drawn-out piece of shit. Now, obviously, Slayer's version was much shorter, and it's also way shorter, actually. And it's also garbage. Slayer did a crap job with Inagata Davida. That title, it's like the dude was drunk or something, and he was. Just wow. Well, at least The Munsters was Rob Zombie's attempt at trying to go more PG. But even then, I don't know. I still haven't watched The Munsters yet. Rob Zombie's The Munsters. And I'm not sure if I will at this point. Mostly because, well, I've never watched the original series, so what's the point? And, I mean, I've already heard problems. I've seen problems regarding the trailers of the movies. Just get out of my face, asshole. And, there were problems. For example, the movie was in color and not black and white, because The Munsters was always presented in black and white. Well, at least for the most part. And the set pieces were cheap looking, despite the massive budget. And to that I say, wow. What the fuck was Rob doing? It would have been, it might have been better if it was in color. I mean, if it was in black and white, then it might have made more sense. But, and since it was in color, and the set pieces apparently looked cheap, and they looked like shit, well, what'd you do, Rob? You fucked up your own take on the Munsters. Cult classic, TV show. Shot that guy in the balls. And, well, at the end of the day, this is what it is. But at the same time, you know, what the hell? The Munsters could have been something great, but it wasn't. At least by those, at least by the preconceived notions and whatnot, but, and, yeah. Okay, so that's basically it for this video. I need to go find a place to die. I'll die right here with this guy. Okay, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this here Moha video. And, I'll be back tomorrow with some more videos, so stay tuned for more videos. I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks there. Have a good fucking day, and peace.